Welcome back to my channel, and in today's episode I want to talk about an ancient principle regarding the growth of money. And creating generational wealth, and that is Robert Kiyosaki and Warren Buffett. Now, both of them have different strategies to achieving financial success. So let's have a look at what these two men have said and how they were able to create abundance for themselves using this ancient strategy. Great. Now, what did Robert Kiyosaki teach us? He taught us the four quadrants, right? In those four quadrants, he explains to us that you have someone that is an employee. If you are an employee, you will never become extremely wealthy. You will never create generational wealth. So if you transition then from an employee to a business owner, now he says you've pretty much just exchanged your income or building something for someone else to building something for yourself, but you are still an employee. And that is true. That is true. I have started and grown many companies. I've helped many entrepreneurs to grow their business. I especially work with startups and companies that are on their 3-year startup phase. And I have seen numerous companies go through difficulties because the mindset of an employee to the mindset of a business owner is completely different. But then Robert Kiyosaki says to us, but go to the next quadrant. The next quadrant is someone that starts a big corporation. Now he employs people and he's growing people and he's got a huge company. Yes, he's got a lot more freedom when he's there. So he owns a large corporation, which is something that you want to strive to. But then he says to you, your ideal quadrant is the investor quadrant. And this is something that I learned over my many years of being an entrepreneur and helping companies to become sustainable and growth, is I have learned that a lot of people, whether you are in a multi-level marketing company, whether you are in a company, you're growing your own company, maybe you're starting your own brand, you are still in that bottom quadrant. You are still in the business owner quadrant. And eventually you switch over to becoming an entrepreneur. You're employing people, but you're all still bound a lot to your company. For example, Elon Musk, he is still bound to his company because he's the innovator, he's the driving force behind the company. So how do you create generational wealth? How can you detach from your company? Is by moving from the business owner to the investor side. But how do you do it? I've been involved in many multi-level marketing companies, from crypto to products to many numerous things. So the question is, how do you move from that side of the quadrant and into an investor? Now, this is a key principle that Warren Buffett teaches us. He is the 5th richest man this year in 2022. He is the only one out of 5 of those top richest men in the world. He's the only one that had a positive cash flow.
And now you ask yourself, how does Elon Musk is a bigger company, he's got huge corporations, Jeff Bezos have all got huge. Now, how did Warren Buffett create? How is he positive? What did he do different?
Now, this is where I have designed a principle that is very easy to follow. It is a principle that I use in the DeFi sector, in the decentralized finance sector. I teach people how to take some of the money that you make every single month, invest it into the DeFi sector, into the right projects, and create daily dividend paying cash flow. You see, this is the part that we miss when we want to become generational wealth, when we want to achieve financial freedom, is we don't look for the cash flow side of it. And in today's video, I'm going to show you a classical example of how you can take a short strategy, put it together, using different companies, different investment strategies, put it together, create passive income for yourself, but also cash flow. Okay, guys, so I want to show you guys something here. So this is a company that I use, NovaTech, right? NovaTech is an amazing hedge fund. So what do? They actually take your money and they strategically grow it week after week. So if you start with a simple investment of $1,000, NovaTech has been proven, according to the track record, to give you at least about 3% per week in growth on your money. So now you have $1,000 in your account, and now for the first year, you're going to compound your money in NovaTech. You're going to keep growing your money, and you're going to see how much you've got. So how much can they really grow? $1,000, 16,000 Rand. Let's have a look. So that means that your singular $1,000 would have turned into $4,650 in the next 1 year, 12 months. You would have grown your money by $3,650. That means you have 3.5x your money since you started with NovaTech. That is absolutely brilliant. Right. It's a great strategy. Now, like I always say to all my clients is you need to also manage the risk. So what do we do? The next year, now you have over $4,650, $4,650 in your NovaTech account. But again, NovaTech is a company. We're not in control of the company. So how do we take our money and grow it further? Very, very good question. So for the next year, you then make sure that you bring out your initial capital, which is $1,000. So let's say you withdraw from NovaTech $200, right? You're going to withdraw $200 because you want to bring back your initial capital so that you can put that into another way of growing. Let's have a look. Now NovaTech has taken your money, has taken your $4,650, and they have given you $16,000. Now, for you guys on this call that are in South Africa like me, that is a lot of money because you have to multiply that with 15. But let's say we just do it 10. That means your money has grown to 160,000 Rand. You turn 16,000 Rand into 160,000 Rand. Plus, look at this, guys. You have brought back double the initial investment that you put into NovaTech. It's a no-brainer. This is an amazing opportunity for you to grow your money passively. Now, year 3, right? We're into year 3 now. You want to create generational wealth. If you're like me, you want to create generational wealth. So now you've got $16,000 in your NovaTech account, right? Now you want to grow it even further. So again, 3% per week is what NovaTech gives us. Now, I'm a firm believer of always taking money out of a company. Don't leave all your money there. Bring some of it out. Diversify. I'm a huge, huge fan of diversification. So let's say you give yourself a whopping $500. So you've moved from $200 to $500 for the next year. What can I potentially earn out of NovaTech? Well, NovaTech in literally 3 years, they have grown my money from $1,000 all the way up to $61,000. And I have brought to my pocket a whopping $6,000 plus the $2,400. That makes it $8,400 I've brought back to my pocket. Plus I have an initial investment of $61,000. Now that's over a 3-year period. Now I have a lot of clients that say to me, you know what, Marnie, this sounds amazing. How can I create? So let's say I do grow my money like this for 3 years. I want to improve my standard of living. I want to diversify. Great. Now, the one thing I always tell my clients after 3 years is I say, listen, you've grown your money really well. Now, let's take that 61,000 and create a great income for you, an income that you have every single month. So now you have over $61,000 in your NovaTech account, right? Now, let's see how much NovaTech will be paying you on a monthly basis, right? Because this is important. Now you want to create an income for yourself. After 3 years, you want to retire. So NovaTech will be paying you monthly $8,335. So I tell my clients, hey, you want your money to grow slowly. You want to have a good living. So what do? For the next year, I want you to take out $8,000 every single month, right? And guess what? your money has still grown. It has grown from $61,000 with another $8,000, but you have created a passive income for yourself of $96,000. Now, I want to scare you guys. Let's say we times that again. That's almost R1 million income that you can have in year 4. This is what some CEOs that I know is earning out of their companies. And in only 4 years, actually 3 years, you have created this amount of income for you. And guess what the best part is about this opportunity is for the next 5 years. Every year on year, you can increase the amount that you take out. So you can give yourself an increase. For example, now you have $69,000, right? You have $69,000. Now, you're going to take out $9,000. You're going to give yourself a $1,000 increase. And your money is still growing. You've given yourself an increase of $1,000, 16,000 Rand. Remember, you started with $1,000. You now have $108,000, over R1 million that you are taking out every single year for you and your family. Plus your money is growing. And then as long as this company keeps growing your money, you can be extracting from it and creating a passive income, because that's what you want. You want a passive income that you can extract every single month and live off it. Enjoy. I don't believe you'll spend all of that, but I do believe you can diversify into different opportunities now. You can diversify, maybe starting something that you would always want at a company. Maybe you want to put some into the stock market. It's entirely up to you. But this is a strategy that I have deployed with my clients. Compound the first year. Second year, start paying yourself back. Get that initial capital back. Year 3, keep growing the money. Year 4, you smile because you've now got a huge passive income for yourself. Now, why am I sharing this opportunity? Because I have done this for myself. Because I was able to grow my money for myself and my family this way. As long as NovaTech is there, I'm going to be extracting from them a passive income every single month. And guess what is the amazing thing? I don't care what happens with NovaTech. I don't care what happens with that money, because that money has paid me back 7 times what I initially put in. I have strategically grown my money to create a passive income for myself. And I've created generational wealth. This is just one example that I've given you today on how you can massively increase your wealth. The question you need to ask yourself is, why not start today? You've been doing the same thing over and over, year after year, and you've gotten the same results. Maybe just this year, 2022, maybe this year is the year that you do one little thing different. Start with a passive income opportunity like this. Be patient. Allow a company that knows what they do to grow your money. And this is only one of many opportunities that I show my clients every single day, how to grow their money in the DeFi sector. Because guess what? In decentralized finance, I'm in control of my money. When I want to put my money into account, nobody tells me, you have to wait 30 days. You have to sign this form. You have to give blood. You have to sign life insurance. No, it's my money. I get to grow it the way I want to grow it. Now, the question is, do you want to be one of those millionaires? Do you also want to be one of those millionaires in the next 5 years? Do you also want to be one of those that says, hey, guys, I have invested my way to becoming a millionaire? Because I can guarantee you today, not a single millionaire in this world ever got there from either being in a job, starting a business. They've gotten there through smart investing, allowing their money to work maximum for them. And that is how they were able to become a millionaire and also sustain that level. So the question to you today is, when are you getting started? Today is the day.